What's going on, guys? Gomes here back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we are going to be doing our August 2nd roster update predictions. As always, let me know down below in the comment section who you guys think is going to go up, go down, anywhere in between. And as always, I am just going over 8 hitters, 8 pitchers, and 4 downgrades. So by no means is that everybody that's going to get upgraded or downgraded. I just don't want this video to be 40 minutes long. So hopefully you guys can understand that. And if you guys could please leave a like down below on this video and also hit the subscribe button if you guys have not. I think we might have hit 14,000. Thank you guys so much for the incredible support lately. Keep it up, guys. Thank you so much. But let's get right into it with the first hitter over here. So the first one I want to talk about is Rafael Devers. I believe he was probably the biggest all-star snub, and I think this is his time to go gold. In the last 30 days against lefties, hitting 256, 487 slug. Not great, but I don't think they would downgrade his lefty stats at all. Versus righties, hitting 400 with a 871 slug, 7 home runs, 18 extra base hits. That's where he's going to make his money in this update. I think he's going to get a +2 to an 80 overall. I see that power versus righties definitely going up. Maybe even a slight upgrade to his power versus lefties. His defense is still obviously not really there, but he's really hit one of the best hitters in the league this year, so I definitely think he is going to go gold. And then also his teammate who did just go diamond last week or last update, Xander Bogaerts, I think he's going to get another upgrade. I'm going to say a +1, maybe a +2. He just keeps on performing. I think he's number 6 in the league in OPS at this point. Against lefties, hitting 346, 577 slug, righties hitting 378, 743 slug, 7 home runs, 13 total extra base hits. Righties is really where he's going to make his money once again. 743 slug. I think that that power versus righties is going to get like a +4, +5 upgrade. I'll say a +1, maybe a +2 for Xander Bogaerts, but nonetheless he is going to get a little bit better. Over to my Tampa Bay Rays. You guys probably knew he was going to be on here. Travis d'Arnaud, the one man keeping our season slightly alive in a complete stagnant offense. Travis d'Arnaud hitting 364 against lefties, 879 slug, 5 home runs, 7 extra base hits. Righties hitting 317, 585 slug, 3 home runs, 5 extra base hits. I think he's going to get a +3 to a 76 overall. He's going to go silver. Not much else to say about that. Probably hitting stats across the board getting upgraded. Maybe his defense, I think that's a little bit underrated. But I think d'Arnaud is definitely going to go over to silver. Here we have our first pick, and I'm going to say Jose Ramirez is going to go up to a dime. Now, hear me out. I know he was atrocious at the start of the year, but he has really heated up. Against lefties, he's still not hitting the highest, 231, but he has a 577 slug, which is better than that 58 power versus lefties would go to show. And if you look at the past couple seasons, I think that is going to warrant a boost and get it back to diamond. And then righties hitting 371 with a 757 slugging percentage, 7 home runs, 13 total extra base hits. I really think Jose Ramirez does deserve it. He was, I believe, a top 5 MVP candidate in the American League last year, and he's starting to find his stride again. So I think they are going to boost Jose Ramirez back up to a diamond, and there is still plenty of time to get in on investing, and so I really do recommend that. On to the next one. Over for the Oakland Athletics, we have Ramon Laureano, who has been absolutely hot right now. Probably going to get a POTM card most likely. Against lefties, hitting 370, 667 slug. Righties hitting 382, 855 slugging percentage, 7 home runs, 12 total extra base hits, 26 strikeouts, so he still is not going to get a vision upgrade. I'm not going to say a gold, a +4 boost would be a little bit too much for now. I do think I'm going to say a +3 to a 79 overall. He has the defense and speed to obviously not make him need too high hitting stats to go gold, but I just don't think they're going to give him a +4 just like that. So I'm going to say a +3 to a 79 overall. A guy who, however, I do think is going to go gold, staying in that same division, is Yuli Gurriel, who also could probably get a POTM card. Those two are probably contending for the top card, to be honest with you. Against lefties, hitting 300, 850 slug, 3 home runs. Righties hitting 432, 865 slug, 9 home runs, 14 total extra base hits. It's a little interesting with him. He isn't usually a power hitter if you look back historically in his career, but Slugging percentage over 850 versus both righties and lefties. That's easily going to get him to the 80 overall threshold for a gold, and I think he is going to get that. Maybe even a +2 to an 81 overall, but definitely going to get gold nonetheless. And just 2 National League players. We have Keston Hiura, I believe I said that right, hopefully, versus lefties, hitting 300, 450 slug, 3 extra base hits, no home runs. Righties hitting 389, 778 slug, 6 home runs, 14 extra base hits. All the good rookies, it seems, have been in the National League, other than, you know, Chavis and Brandon Lau. But Keston Hiura, I think, is going to go up +3 to a silver, a 77 overall. He has quietly been really good. I believe he still has an OPS over 1,000 this year, really helping the Brewers stay in that hunt for winning the National League Central. And then finally, another guy that I do want to talk about. I really have no idea how the hell he did not go up to a gold last update, but Daniel Murphy, I am going to have him going up and getting a +1 once again, hitting 231 against lefties, 500 slug, not great, but it is what it is. Righties, however, 340 at the 623 slug. I think that's definitely going to be enough for him to get to that 80 overall. Of course, he has absolutely no defensive speed to rely on whatsoever, but historically in the last years, Daniel Murphy has been a very good hitter over at first, second base, so I think that is enough to warrant him to get back to gold. Let's move on to our pitchers, our 8 pitchers that we're going to talk about. Starting over in the Bronx with the New York Yankees, we are going to be talking about Tommy Kahnle, another name that historically I struggle on. 11 2/3 innings pitched, 0.77 ERA, 105 opponent batting average, 0.51 whip, 16 strikeouts, 2 walks given up, and 1 home run. I think he's going to get a +2 to a gold. He's been one of the best and most reliable relievers in that Yankees bullpen all season long, and I think it is finally about time to reward him with that 80 overall stature. His walk 9 in particular, only giving up 2 walks in about 12 innings pitched, and overall he has had a much decreased walk 9 from his career historic, so I do think that is enough to net him that gold rating right there. On to the Kansas City Royals, a guy that probably is going to get dealt on the deadline, I assume, and that's going to be Ian Kennedy. They're kind of makeshift closer, but actually has been really solid for them. I'm going to say a +3 to a silver for him. 11 1/3 inning pitch, 10 of 11 in save opportunities, 3.18 ERA, 231 opponent batting average, 1.24 whip, 12 strikeouts and 5 walks given up. You know, nothing crazy about his stats, but 73 overall is definitely a little bit low. I think his hit 9 is going to get upgraded, and I think he is just going to get upgrades across the board, not giving up too many home runs at all. I think he's only given up 2 this entire season, so home runs per 9 is another stat that I expect them to upgrade on Ian Kennedy, and he is going to be a new silver closer. Going over to the Texas Rangers, we're talking about Lance Lynn having a very solid year over in Arlington. 33 innings pitched, 3.27 ERA, 260 opponent batting average, 1.24 whip, 42 strikeouts, 7 walks, and 4 home runs given up. His opponent batting average is still a little bit high. I don't think they're going to move his hit 9 maybe a couple points, but his K9 is really what we're going to be looking at. 42 strikeouts is quite substantial. I'll say a +1 to a 79 overall. Definite gold candidate in my opinion. If he starts limiting the hits a little bit more, he's absolutely going to go gold. So I think he's a great guy to start investing in at 370 stubs. Possibly could go gold this update. I just don't personally see it quite yet. Moving on to the Miami Marlins, a guy that I was very happy and surprised with this year, Caleb Smith. Of course, they got him, I believe it was in the Giancarlo Stanton trade, but he had some injuries. Otherwise, definitely would have been an all-star. 24 innings pitched, 3 ERA, 179 opponent batting average, 1.04 whip, 28 strikeouts, 10 walks, 3 home runs to give it up. I'll say a +2 to a 79 overall. His stamina is still really low. Maybe they move that, maybe they don't. I don't know. I feel like you can't be a starter and only have 66 stamina. That's just my opinion. But he has been one of the best in the league at limiting hits this year. I think he has an opponent batting average right around 200, if not lower. And he's just been very solid for the Miami Marlins. I'll say a +2 to a 79 overall. If you could start limiting walks, possibly looking at gold this year, but that is still another, you know, barrier that he is going to have to hurdle. Over here for the Washington Nationals, we have Patrick Corbin. Should have been upgraded last time, but was not. Patrick Corbin still continues to be very solid and helping out that Nationals in the push to maintain getting into the playoffs. 31 innings pitched, 1.74 ERA, 246 opponent batting average, 1.113 whip, 40 strikeouts, 7 walks, 1 home run given up. Still giving up a couple too many hits in order for him to go diamond in my opinion, but he is making good strides. 40 strikeouts, 7 walks. That should should help up his K9 and Walk 9. I'll say once again, a +1 to an 84 overall. Not diamond quite yet, but somebody definitely that you guys should start be looking at. Here we have for the Chicago Cubs, Yu Darvish, who apparently just won his first game at Wrigley Field. He hasn't won a game at Wrigley Field, and he was there last year as well. Kind of crazy to think about, but 24.2 innings pitched, 2.92 ERA, 191 opponent batting average, 0.77 WHIP, 27 strikeouts, and 3 home runs given up. He still is giving up a lot of walks, but that's really what you expect with Yu Darvish. We don't know anything different from him, so that's not really going to change. But his hit 9, I think, is going to go up. And if he starts striking out some more guys, I think he can go gold. I'll say a +1 to a 79 overall. Not quite going to get to that 80 overall threshold yet, but a nice upgrade to 79, just like Lance Lynn, if they continue to pitch and work on what they struggle on. If he starts limiting walks and Lance Lynn can start, limiting hits, I think they're both going to go gold at some point this year. Here we have our second diamond player. That's going to be Zach Greinke. I battled with this one quite a lot, and I think it is time for him if you really look at everything about it. 26 innings pitched in the last 30 days, 2.77 ERA, 227 opponent batting average, 0.96 WHIP, 29 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 home runs. This entire year, he has a 1.115 walks per 9, which is insane. That is ridiculously good. And in a 3-year average, he has a 224 opponent batting average. I think that's enough to move his hit 9 up, and I think he's only given up 14 walks this entire year. I think his hit and walk 9 are going to go up. He's still not striking out that many batters, but I think he does deserve diamond in my opinion. He has been super, super solid and reliable the last 2 years, especially for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and I think he does finally deserve to go up to diamond in my opinion. And then our last pitcher upgrade we have is going to be Chris Paddack, another rookie. Welcome to the gold. We have a +2 in my opinion. 18 1/3 innings pitched within the last 30 days, 1.96 ERA, 141 opponent batting average, 0.71 WHIP, 18 strikeouts, 4 walks. You might say small sample size. Okay, here's on the season. 187 opponent batting average, 0.89 WHIP, 4.71 strikeouts per walk ratio. His hit K and walk 9 are all going to go up in my opinion. He is going to join Fernando Tatis as rookie teammates as being gold, and also Pete Alonso as another gold rookie in the live series collection. So I think he's been super solid this year, and I think they are going to reward him with a gold card. Moving on to our downgrades now, starting with the Yankees, we're going to be talking about Masahiro Tanaka. Of course, maybe this had something to do with the absolute bludgeoning that he got from the Boston Red Sox the other day, but he has just really been struggling as of late in the last 21.2 innings pitched, 9.55 ERA, 302 opponent batting average, 1.62 WHIP, 17 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 7 home runs given up. He's never been somebody who limits home runs, but I think all things said, he is going to get a -1 to a silver from a 80 overall, and he is going to go silver down from gold. On to the Tigers. This one really hurts right here in the heart because Miguel Cabrera, one of the best players that I got to witness growing up, but sad to say his career is starting to look over, to be honest. He still kind of hits for an average, hitting 275 on the year, but against lefties hitting 278, 333 slug, righties hitting 182, 273 slug. He's lost pretty much all power that he really has left in that bat, which really sucks to see because he was one of the most feared hitters, of the late 2000s, early 2010s, but I'm going to say a -2 to a 77 overall. It's not quite where Pujols is, but he's starting to get there. I think he does deserve a -2. Onto the Texas Rangers. This one is a bit of a reach. I do say Elvis Andrus is going to go down to a silver for the main reason that I don't know really who else is going to go down to silver, and I think there's a lot of guys deserving gold right here. So Elvis Andrus did not have a good last year, batted about 250, and has started to really struggle after a hot start in the 2019 campaign, hitting 200 against lefties, 233 slug, 207 against righties, 276 slug. I'm going to say a -2 to a silver. Elvis Andrus always had that defense to really propel us overall, but not so much anymore. I'm going to say he's going to get a -2 to a 79 overall and go down to silver. And I'm going to say it once again for the New York Metropolitans. Noah Syndergaard Thor does not deserve to be diamond. He is not not been good this year, and I think it is time for him to go gold. If Jose Ramirez and both Zach Greinke go diamond, it's bound to have at least one diamond go down to gold, and I don't see any deserving candidate to go down to gold than Noah Syndergaard. 31.2 innings pitched, 3.69 ERA, 270 opponent batting average, 1.42 whip, 33 strikeouts and 12 walks. He is giving up more walks than he usually does in his career, and he is also giving up more hits, so I think that is going to be enough to bring him down 1 to an 84 overall to a gold in the live series collection. So that is going to do it for this week's roster predictions. Went a little bit longer than I was expecting, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this video nonetheless. Let me know down below in the comment section who you guys think is going to go up, who's going to go down, who's going to go diamond, and let me know that down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like down below. Hope you guys have a great day. There goes out.